Okay, we're back. We're back. We had one slight technical difficulty. Now hold on, brothers and sisters. Let me send this link to our guest, and we're gonna keep it rolling. So anyway, while I'm doing that, uh, the broadcast got cut off, but I was talking about, and I was leading up to a point. That point being that the work ethic, the passion, the commitment, the pure and pristine representation that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has given us in representing the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has caused and created so many just incredible people within the Nation of Islam. And people know the big names. They know the Muhammad Ali. They know Malcolm X. May know a few others. But there are some tremendous giants in the Nation of Islam that they're tall trees, right? But you may have only come encounter with, a few of those trees. So many of those are some incredible business owners. I mean, they are doing big business. They are making incredible moves. For example, right, when you had a Muhammad Ali, you had a team around him, and you had entrepreneurs and business owners that, some of them may still be living off of the money they made in the 70s, in the early 80s, right? Just serious entrepreneurs. You all know Doc's Fish, right? You all are familiar with Doc's Fish, right? A member of the Nation of Islam who created that brand. And in this current time, we have some tremendous business owners, some tremendous minds in the Nation of Islam. And so we, myself, sisters Wendy Sajda Muhammad, aka Wendy Muhammad, and Aletha Wilson have come together to produce a incredible website and directory. Right? Okay, here we go. I'm just trying to get that piece in order. Right? An incredible website and directory. This website and directory is an opportunity for us to bring to you some incredible business owners in the Nation of Islam who, just absolutely, okay, hold on, I'm about to do this again. Nope, I ain't gonna do it again. So they're just absolutely fabulous, incredible people, right? So we launched this website, blackmuslimdirectory.com or blackmuslimbusinesses.com, in order to bring to you some incredible, some fantastic, some dynamic business owners who are doing amazing things. See, when you want to learn about the possibilities of yourself, it's best to be around people who are doing the incredible, because it lets you know what the realm of human possibility is. It lets you know what you can be capable of if you run with other lions. See, that lion that's in the circus, every now and then they break out of that circus routine and they slap around the trainer, right? But for the most part, they do what the other circus lions do. But if those circus lions got a chance to run with some free lions, you would see them doing what free lions do. It wouldn't be but a short period of time before they would be doing the things that free lions do, as long as they shake away that fear. As long as they shake away that trepidation of being worried about what the trainer is going to do if the trainer finds out. So this Black Business Muslim Directory is going to blow your mind with some of the incredible people. I'm learning about business owners and serious-minded entrepreneurs that I never knew existed in the Nation of Islam. Do you know there's a sister that does international tax law? I mean, she can help you set up businesses anywhere in the world and make sure that you're following whatever tax laws are relevant to that particular country. And also, of course, making sure you do what you need to do on this side of the pond, of the ocean, to make sure you're doing what you need to do for your taxes here. Knows it up and down, right? So we're already talking about some incredible stuff that we're going to be doing with her. We have real estate developers. We have, we got one brother and sister, this wonderful couple, Supreme Technologies. Do you know that they're providing internet service to areas of Chicago? Do you know they have their own service pole? You know, the poles that they use, they put all over the community so that we can get broadband and all that. They got their own incredible setup. If any of you also saw the launch that we did, then you saw that launch was in their location, Supreme Technologies, right here on the south side of Chicago. So, brothers and sisters, it's just a tip in the iceberg. And so we're going to be bringing to you these amazing entrepreneurs because we want you to know them. We want you to support them. Hold on. Hello?
Hi, sweetie.
Hey.
You can email it to me because I have to send it to her.
Okay, I just did.
Okay, very good.
All right.
She's coming in now.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Give me 3 minutes.
Okay, all right. Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I had to answer that because that was our guest. So we got an amazing guest that we're going to have on the show today. But as we were leading up to it, I wanted to give you some of that information. Go to blackmuslimbusinesses.com and check out some of the, it's about 50 businesses up there now. Hit the search engine, look around, see some of those amazing businesses. You can reach out to some of them, but Supreme Technologies is one of them. And we're going to be introducing you to them in a more intimate way because they're going to come on the show real soon. And we want you all to really know them and know what their services are. They resurrected my cell phone or my daughter's cell phone that was cracked within a no limit of time. They have resurrected my computer. I think it's twice. I think they've done it twice. So, it was dead. I thought it was ready for me to bury it. And they put hands on it and resurrected it. So these are the type of people we want you to know about and learn about and hear about. And we're going to start doing on this show, I'm going to start providing with you. See, one thing that it's a lesson, it's been a hard lesson for me. And it's taken me a lifetime to learn it. Many people don't take as long as I did, but I take in a lot of information. I learn a lot. I'm very studious. And to me, I'm measuring, challenging myself. I don't apply half of what I know, right? And so I often find myself listening to someone that I think is on a higher level than me financially, and they're telling me to do the things that I already know to do, but don't always do them as consistently as I should. So part of my challenge is going to be that I talk about the things that I've learned more, which is going to push me to put them into action. And the way I'm going to talk about it is that I'm going to share these lessons with you. Listen, man, from my brother Delzino Wilson Debriano, from Sister Sajda Wendy Muhammad, from Walter Bond, George Frazier, even in my early years in the Nation of Islam with Dr. Khalid Muhammad, and also, of course, with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. There's our guest. So, man, these are people that I've learned so much from, and I want to share with you those lessons. And I think all of us are going to be able to grow and learn from them. But we have an amazing guest on today. Man, she is the epitome of shaking and moving. And we're going to talk a little bit about some event that some of y'all, I'm sure, have gone to over the years. It's an amazing event. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about whatever else she wants to talk about. But let me bring on, with no further ado, we have Sister Rhonda McFarland. How you doing today?
Good afternoon, Toure. How are you?
Man, I am doing wonderful. It is so good to see your beautiful face.
Same here. Same here. We have all been living in this new time and space. So I find it wonderful when we get a chance to see each other up close and personal.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So, man, the pandemic, of course, has changed the way we live.
Yes.
You know, but I know, because I've seen the activity, and I know that things are happening over at QCDC. And so tell us a little bit about what's been going on, you know, some of the important things that's been happening. And of course, we want to talk about Bronzeville Summer Nights.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me take a quick second and just tell your audience who Quad Communities Development Corporation is, because some of them may not know, affectionately known as QCDC. So we are a economic development nonprofit based in the Quad communities of Bronzeville on the southeast side of Chicago. We're 17 years old. And so pleased to be one of the key partners that works with a number of stakeholders from the local level to the city level to the state level to do our best to help drive the economy of the greater Bronzeville community and very hyper locally through the 4 neighborhoods that we work most closely in. In terms of economic development and small business work, we largely focus on 43rd Street, 47th Street, Cottage Grove, King Drive, and a little to State Street. And so we do a bunch of stuff, including a lot of one-on-one advisory consultation services with small business owners. We have what we call our area-wide marketing activities, one of which we'll talk about that you've mentioned. And those goals excuse me, are always to promote community and commerce and celebrate everything that's happening in the Quad communities. We work with many of our stakeholders as it relates to cultural, art, and beautification work, and with our policy makers to do our best to influence policy from the government level that will be most advantageous for our communities and our residents, with the overarching goal to increase, improve, and strengthen the quality of life of all of our residents, homeowners, renters, business owners, property owners. So that's kind of who we are. Yeah.
I love it. You know, I've watched you all throughout the years. When my first office was on 47th Street, 47th and Langley.
Yes.
And so, you know, we had a chance to learn. We had a chance to benefit from, you know, being one of your referral partners. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I got to tell you, at first, I was like, wow, this is the kind of organization that we've been needing. Now, I don't want to take anything away from organizations that provide relief, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, food pantries and different things like, you know, they have value. But what you all do is really systemic stuff that helps to strengthen a community by helping to foster economic development. So, man, y'all been doing wonderful work for years, and I appreciate you all and applaud you all.
Thank you so much. And you're absolutely right. It takes all of us to make the fabric of a community work. And we work really hard, as I say, to stay in our lane and rely on those partners who do that on the ground relief work, as you put it, much better than we do. And they execute that in a way that is beautiful. And however we can support and help them, we do when we can.
Right.
And so we are really excited to kind of do a recap of Bronzeville Summer Nights with you. We just finished the series on, I think it was September the 14th was our last of three events this year. And let me just say, Toure, you've had a lot of history with QCDC. You've known Bronzeville Summer Nights. It's an amazing event that our organization has spearheaded and sponsored for 8 years with an extremely small team of staff workers, and dedicated consultants and providers. So to be in the middle of a pandemic and try to figure out how do we pivot this event, where early on, most of our colleagues around the city were immediately saying their events were being canceled. And we got that and we understood it, and there was absolutely no judgment on our part. I just hesitated to say cancel. We just said, hey, we're going to figure this out. And with a lot of bumps and growth over the 3-month period from July to September, we figured it out, but we still learned a whole new level of technology to make it happen. So we're just thrilled that we were able to continue to produce Bronzeville Summer Nights virtual for 3 months and take that energy of celebrating community and commerce from the street to a virtual platform. And throughout that 3-month period, we were able to do recorded spotlights on over 30 businesses, which is enormous. And the benefit is those spotlights last because they're recorded, versus the actual live events. We still had that live entertainment that everyone loves and that we use as the hook to get your attention. We were able to get our public officials to speak with us and be with us live. We were able to provide really important information as it relates to our community and COVID-19 with one of our local physicians, as well as our other partners with the breast cancer awareness. All of these things that we continue to work on, connecting with our seniors through our Bronzeville Summer Nights and talking about the census. So we were able to do all of that good work in the middle of having some really great entertainment with our live DJ and performance, and then spotlighting those 30 plus businesses over the 3 months and going live at a few of them when we could every month to continue to promote Shop Local, Shop Bronzeville. Just before Bronzeville Summer Nights, we launched what we call Bronzeville Resilient. And that's a campaign that we're taking through at minimum the end of this calendar year. Sinuses, sorry about that. And Bronzeville Resilient was a campaign we started on as a team to say, we're going to have to come up with something to get our economy moving from this pandemic. That's when nobody knew we'd still be at home, 6 months later, right? And we had probably 50 to 75% of our businesses that closed temporarily. So what can we do to help get them back on track? Let's put a campaign around being resilient in Bronzeville. And as we were completing the touches on that campaign, we had the civil arrest of May 31st and June 1st. And we went out in our corridor on the morning of June 1st, naively thinking, let's assess the situation, and the unrest was still ongoing. And feeling quite discouraged because we know what these business owners put into their businesses to keep them going. And came back out 4 hours later, and it was like a rainbow had hit Bronzeville. The trash had been cleaned up. The streets were clean. and boarding was going on. And that cleanup was primarily done by residents and volunteers who literally just came out of their homes and did that work. And we said, tomorrow morning, we're going out Bronzeville resilient. And we did that with our team and had the most wonderful effect, because what we did was what QCDC always does, is we were out to say, we're still here, we're still with you. We want you to put up these Bronzeville resilient posters throughout your businesses, because we want the consumers and those driving by also to see, whoa, there's some connection, there's some life happening. And we got plenty of calls and hits on social media saying, wow, you guys really got out there. And so that's the public piece of it to get the attention, right? And then the backside of that is the work that we continue to do, where we estimate that as a part of the work that QCDC did with many of our partners, that 60% of the businesses in our footprint received some type of economic assistance since March, and continue to as more opportunities come out. And so we continue that work on how do we help you get these grants? How do we help you look at restructuring your business? It included e-commerce education for some of our business owners who didn't have an e-commerce platform to utilize. And also included a temporary platform that some businesses that were home-based or brick and mortar could put their product on and keep marketing their services and their goods. Included having discussions industry specific, because just because we're shut in, our business owners still need to connect with each other. And those are really important tools that we use as the convener of business owners to get on a call, to get on a Zoom, to see each other's face, to talk through what challenges they're facing, to allow local business owners to connect one-on-one and solve some of their own problems, as well as giving us more opportunity to hear what they need so that we can communicate that to the leaders throughout the community to bring more services to our area to support the development and the strengthening of our economic market. So we have been incredibly busy. Since March. I'm going to pause there before I start telling you what our next activities will be as we end the year, in case you had any questions for me.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I definitely want to hear that. We had a few people, when they heard that we were going to be talking to you, asked about the climate for someone starting a business in Bronzeville right now. Of course, people had plans maybe for a year or two before, and they were looking in Bronzeville, and then of course the pandemic kind of halted that.
Yes.
What advice would you give now? You know how it is when people say they want to do something in Bronzeville and start a business. Everybody says if they have any kind of sense, go see QCDC.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I will tell you that interest is still extremely strong. We are working with several property owners in the area, some that have started since the pandemic, and some that we started with before the pandemic. And as a result, we've been able to secure rental space for a number of retail business owners in the Bronzeville area. The ones who were lining up and on the runway prior to March did not waver. They're still moving forward. And I like to attribute that to their comments to us. And that is because QCDC is behind them. We're behind the business owner and we're behind the property owner to make sure that that relationship is going to work for the term of that lease, and that we're helping to guide that business owner to whatever resources they need. Sometimes those are things that we can provide them directly. But we know what we know what we're good at, and we have a whole team of folks who are professionals in their specialties that we then refer folks to as we need to move forward. So we're leasing quite a bit of space for other business owners, and excuse me. And so I say, come on to Bronzeville. We've got space, we've got opportunity. We are a urban community. We are a community that has a lot of space that needs to be developed or redeveloped. So those who have a timeline that gives them some opportunity to develop their business ideas while particular locations are coming online is absolutely fantastic. This is the time to start having the conversation with us, because as development continues, as property owners call us and say, hey, we're getting our property ready to lease again, we have a pipeline of those businesses that want to talk to them. So it is a great opportunity. I think a lot of new businesses have the opportunity to develop their marketing, operational, fiscal, customer program around this environment, versus businesses who were already operating had to pivot. And
Right.
they had to, and in a lot of ways, depending on what their product and service is, they had to do the pivot while the bike was still being pedaled.
Right.
And that takes a lot. That takes a lot financially, emotionally, and physically out of a group of folks. So the new business owners have opportunity to sit back and really analyze this market and plan for where we are today. And that's what's important about, starting a new business and considering to start a new business in this environment. For existing business owners, it's really doing the hard look at where are you, what makes sense, how have you acquired your customers in the past, what do you need to do differently, how are you taking health safety protocols as they relate to your business, and how are you communicating those health safety protocols? Because what we find is consumers go back to businesses that they think are maintaining good protocol that's consistent, so that their employers and their customers feel comfortable coming back to. And how do you continue to communicate that and update that and communicate on the multiple levels? And that's one of the things we talk about with a lot of customers, with a lot of our clients, our business owners, is that social media is great, but everybody's not on social media. So how do we work to make sure that you are contacting businesses at all levels? And those are really important conversations as we move into preparing for the holiday shopping season, which, like everything else in 2020, will be unlike we've seen before.
That's right. Absolutely. So what's next? What's happening next before the end of the year?
Absolutely. What's happening next is we'll be, we'll be running a few more educational, informational sessions over the next probably 30 to 60 days. A lot of them prepping for the holiday season, working with our business owners to determine what does it look like. Because even for the work that we do, we're having to pivot. And so what do we do to promote shopping local, shop Bronzeville, shop Small Business Saturday in Bronzeville, as well as with our regional partners, because we usually partner with a few other organizations in the Southeast side, so that we're promoting those things across our regional platform. So we're working with that piece, and we want to make sure that all of your viewers and listeners stay connected with us. If you're not on our email list, please email us at contact us at qcdc.org. We're on Facebook, so friend us on Facebook under Quad Community Development Corporation. We're also on Facebook as Bronzeville Summer Nights. And those are the best ways to stay in contact with us as we continue to move forward. Just like we preach, we try to use multiple methods of communication. So we use our social media, we use email, and we'll be doing some door-to-door stuff this year as we can based on our budget. And really, as we've had to do even with Bronzeville Summer Nights, is figuring out how to continue these services without having the business owners to financially participate. We don't believe in everything is free because free keeps us all in the struggle, quote one of my business owners. We do usually have small contributions or fees that we, have for some of our opportunities. But this year we knew everybody's struggling. Let's figure this out. And we've had some donors that we've been really appreciative and grateful for that have helped to underwrite a lot of our programming. And then we just tightened our belt to make it work. Right. And you've known us for a while, so you know what's going to happen. We're just going to tighten the belt, but it will not affect the quality or the outcome of the services that we continue to produce.
Man, that's beautiful. I know that. And I got a couple of people that I'm going to be sending your way real soon.
Absolutely.
And, this thing makes me think about a different model.
Okay.
So I'm gonna break it. It's breaking news. I haven't really talked about this publicly, but I want to see what you think about it.
Okay, very good.
So because you mentioned one of your business owners talking about the struggle. So because it's a different climate now.
Yes.
I'm thinking I'm gonna start really targeting businesses outside of our community who can afford to pay proper payment for services.
Interesting, yes.
With the idea that I'm going to use some of that to give discounts and even pro bono work to businesses in our community who need it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And in that way, I can, like you said, the struggle don't continue.
I love that idea. And I'd like to expand your idea to also thinking of those businesses that you might market to that are outside of our platform with larger marketing budgets, that you can create B2B relationships for businesses in our market so that they're connecting and that our local business owner learns how to fish a little bit more.
Yep, that's right.
Expand their relationship.
I'm feeling some kind of way about, even though they gave some acknowledgement, now Yelp has a Black business section, the Black restaurant section, GCI is doing something, and so, you feel some kind of way about the powers, those bigger corporations who weren't doing that before.
Right.
We feel the void. Now they show concern, but now they taking some of our thunder, right? You got all these businesses doing it for a long time.
Yes.
And so that might be the way to partner with them to now offer even stronger services in marketing for our businesses.
We have we've had that conversation in our office to say it politely as well. And one of the things we do is, and I had to say a team member has helped me develop this appreciation. So we're grateful to all of those who have not been in this space, as we call it, the economic development space, who've had extra time, extra resources, whether they're in the community or outside the community, to support. But one of the things that we're very conscious of is we're going to continue to be here long after doing what we do that we've always done. And the kind of, to put it just bluntly, the one-hit thunders don't teach people how to fish. And our goal really is that we're teaching people how to fish, that we're working with our business owners and giving them the tools that they can find that are actionable at the time that they receive them to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes that's just strengthening their legs to stand in that space for a few more minutes, and then they take the next few steps. And then how they help us and train us and educate us on what they're dealing with. Because the truth of this matter is we're not making the widget. They're making the widget, so they need to tell us what that means and how that works for them. And so we've got a lot of folks who have just been so good-hearted and so focused on what the business owners need for one day. But what we want to make sure is that every time a consumer engages with one of our local business owners, it is a positive experience that brings them back. And that means that the business owner has to be part of that experience you're bringing to them. So we've had a lot of situations where things have been promoted and the businesses haven't even been contacted to know that they're part of that promotion. And that means that sometimes they may not be prepared to totally address that market that's coming that may be new for them. And so you are absolutely right. There are a lot of folks that have got on the bandwagon, as we might say, and are capitalizing, but they're not in the trenches and being here to stay. So I'd like to encourage them to do more partnershiping with us. And it's not just a QCDC. It's I have a whole group of organizations throughout the city that do the same work we do. And a lot are just as meaningful and impactful as we have been. And please partner with us. We are all better, stronger when we come together.
That's right. Bronzeville resilient.
Bronzeville resilient. That's right. That's right.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you. Anything we didn't cover, you want to make sure that you want to make sure?
I just got to say, please stay in touch. Please like us. And I'm laughing because everybody that knows me knows I'm not on social media. So I'm going to use the wrong language like your grandmother. But please connect with us on all of our social media platforms. Please send us an email at contactus.org. That email address works for almost anything you need, especially right now when we are still not 100% in our office. But you can email us at that address if you're a business owner looking for support, if you're a property owner looking for support, if you're a consumer that wants to make sure you're in our database for upcoming marketing activities so you know what small businesses are doing in the area, please reach out to us at contact us at qcdc.org. And stay in touch with us. We need all the support. We love for those of you who have interacted with us in any way. If you watch the Bronzeville Summer Nights tapings and live streams and they were great, post that. If you're a business owner that's gotten a positive result from working with us, please post that because we need that information so that we can continue to get our funding to continue to support the community and to continue to partner with, our Bean Soup partners and alike. So we're spreading the word.
Yep. Well, I need to come over there and see how you, your thought process and how you interview and hire people. Because you have some of the best people in the city,
Thank you for that. We do have a fantastic
president. And you got my cousin over there now.
Yeah, and I got a message earlier, and I just realized from somebody said, that's my nephew. I said, I don't know who you're talking about. I was in the middle of something, so we'll talk about that offline. But thank you. QCDC has absolutely had a 17-year track record of excellence, and that could not have been done without the people that have passed through our offices. And I absolutely believe and have always believed is you stand on the shoulders of those who came before you did the work before you. And that's something that I'm really proud of at this organization. It's all about how do we move the organization up a few more rings on the ladder, and then the next person takes it and continues to climb. I think that is why we've been so successful as an organization through leadership change, through economic collapses. This isn't the first one we've had. It's the second or the third one we've had. And so we'll continue to do that work. So thank you so much for recognizing our team. We will be looking for some people coming up soon. So your joke is kind of got some legs to it.
All right, get your resumes ready, folks.
Very good.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you. We love you. Continue.
Thank you so much.
Doing. I don't know if you saw all those comments from Christy.
I did.
You were so excited. Gave you a speech, sister. Go ahead.
I did. Thank you, Christy. Yes, thank you very much.
So we look forward to talking to you again and connecting, and I'll follow up so we can send a couple of people your way.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. And thank you to your audience. Please stay safe, encourage Bronzeville resilient, and we're going to keep on fighting.
All right, Bronzeville
Okay.
resilience. Absolutely. So we'll be talking to you soon.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Okay.
All right, peace. All right, that's another show, man. I tell you, man, always incredible people. So, man, you all, the people that are watching this now, you know that there are so many people that need to hear that message from her, that are trying to do business, trying to do something in Bronzeville. They need to know this information. Please share it, pass it around, man. Let people know some of the incredible stuff that's happening in Bronzeville and the opportunities that are there when you connect with QCDC. So with that, we got to run. This was a special show we had to do today at this time because we didn't get a chance to talk to her yesterday. So there it is, QCDC, Bronzeville Summer Nights, and Bronzeville Resilient, and all the wonderful things that they're doing. We'll be talking to you soon. Never forget, as long as I have a bowl of bean soup, you've got half. Peace. Oh, you know we're going to play the commercial before we go.
Sean Michelle's Homemade Ice Cream is the only place to go when the ladies crave delicious old-fashioned homemade ice cream. Their vanilla tastes just like Grandma used to make it. With over 35 flavors, all made with the freshest ingredients, Kathy has never had banana pudding ice cream this good. It's homemade ice cream the way you remember, and Sean Michelle's doesn't upset your stomach. Enjoy in-store or take it to go. Sean Michelle's. Fall in love again.
First-time customers, buy one, get one free.